We are still working on exam 6, and now we're going to do questions 3 and 4. First question is a stock issuance question. So Duncan Corp issues common stock with a par value, $3 per share, 12,000 shares. It was issued in exchange for some equipment. Prepare the journal entry to record the issuance of the 12,000 shares with a par value of $3, exchanged for equipment valued at $700,000. Okay, so that's easy enough. We need a journal. And what happens on October 15th. 19. And of course we get some equipment, is that right? Equipment, yeah. Could just as well have issued it for cash. You'd do it the same way, but you would just write cash there. Equipment, $700,000. All right. Then we have common stock. And we'll have paid in capital in excess of par common. Okay. So our common stock is 12,000 times 3. All right, so 12,000 times 3 is 36,000. Right? And so the difference between these two, 700,000 minus 36,000, is 664,000 is our paid in capital in excess of par common. And that's it. I guess if you had a common stock paid in capital question, it could be for cash, I suppose. It could have no par. In that case, it would just be equipment and common stock 700. But I guess that's about the only variations I can think of on that. Alright, so what's next? Oh, we've got a note payable. Alright, so here's another note payable. Maybe we'll have some interest on this. March 31, Aldridge Services signs an 8-year note payable for $400,000 at the interest rate of 15% in exchange for cash, so a cash note this time. Notes paid once a year, March 31st. Annual installment is $50,000 plus interest. Prepare the original note and the journal entry to accrue the interest for the 9 months. Okay, so we're not paying the installment because it's not due till March. But on December 31st, we're going to have to do one of those adjusting entries to accrue the interest. Alright, so 2 journal entries, that's not that many. Date, accounts, debit, and credit. Okay, so the first thing that happens is we sign the notes. We got to get that down. 400,000. All right, so on March 31, we get cash, and we have a note payable, and it's 400,000. Alright, then that's that. The note's on the books. 9 months go by. Now it's December, and we need to accrue the interest, so we're not paying it. Notice it doesn't say pay, it says accrue. So that's those accruals are what we call adjusting entries. Alright, so on 12/31, we're going to have interest expense, because that's the nature of adjusting entries. They always affect either an expense or a revenue. And of course we'll have to pay it later, I guess in March. Interest payable. How much? Well, there's our good old formula. I equals PRT. In this case, the principal is 400,000 times the rate, 15%. It's a high rate. Wow. All right. And how many? Oh, 9 months. So 9/12. So 400,000 times 0.15 times 0.75, or 9/12, or however you want to do it, is 45,000. 45,000. So interest expense, 45,000. Interest payable, $45,000. All right, next video we'll have 2 more of these.